The year was 200,000 BC. In between smashing rocks together to make fire, two important people would meet together to create a ripple of events. Their names were Caveman Cain and Cavewoman Cain. They would go on to create a lineage that would pave its way throughout history. A long lineage that would see Timothy Cain, the original creator of the Fallout series, create a deeply impactful series with Black Isle Studios. After Black Isle Studios declared bankruptcy in 2004, Bethesda bought the rights to the Fallout IP in the year of our Lord 2007. Fallout 3 was met with overall good reception and was pretty good, honestly. But Todd Howard wondered,
what if I could just swim in money all day and not make the next game myself?
With an 18-month unmovable deadline, he called up Obsidian Entertainment, which was founded by a lot of the smart folks at Black Isle Studios to make the next installment on the franchise, just in time for a release before Bethesda's cash cow, Skyrim, the following year. The fine folks at Obsidian Entertainment proceeded to pitch a game involving mutant geckos, a cowboy robot, Roman cosplayers, and a landscape that looks like downtown LA circa 2020. And with that, we got the eventual release of Fallout New Vegas in 2010. And Fallout New Vegas is definitely one of the video games of all time. But what is a video game? I'm pretty sure the Vsauce meme song is going to get me in trouble, so I'm going to stop using it now. A video game, which is pronounced
video game, is
a game played by electronically manipulating images produced by a computer program on a television screen or other display screen. Through the manipulation of pixels on the screen as we interact with the game world, we can clearly see that Fallout New Vegas is indeed a video game, and video games are pretty rad. And like any good video game, Fallout New Vegas has mods. Now there's a lot of valid reasons to play a game in its vanilla state, but I've decided to record these playthroughs on my 7-year-old computer and not my Xbox. So not using mods would honestly be depriving myself of a more seamless experience. Leave your rage-filled comments below on how stupid I am for modding a 12-year-old game, please and thank you. I added 10 mods plus the absolute essential 2 bears high-fiving, because we all know that is definitely 2 bears high-fiving. The other 10 mods are quality of life improvements and a better Call Saul mod, just because I thought that was funny. Speaking of quality of life, I do allow myself to teleport anywhere on the map just for the sake of making this video, so make sure to include that when you accuse me of robbing myself of an experience I have played through dozens of times. Alright, let's get into this. You get shot. Welcome to New Vegas. We are doing Asmongold for this NCR playthrough. Asmongold is a Twitch streamer and all-around pretty cool guy. He also likes to do reaction videos, so maybe a miracle will happen and he will see this. So if you're in his chat right now as he's watching this, have you ever heard of Twitch Prime subs? It's true, if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free. Give Daddy Jeff your hard-earned money. Take out a personal loan today and give Asmongold all the money you have. Donate your blood plasma and give Asmongold the money. Rip out one of your organs, sell it on the black market via Tor, and give Asmongold the funds. He needs more $2 steaks.
So it's $7 for 4 steaks here.
Man, there's this really crazy thing you can do for me too, but I kind of forget how it works. Oh. Alright, so let's go ahead and design Asmongold.
Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Sup, y'all? It's me. It's your boy Asmongold.
Before we even get started, I want to address that I am dog shit at making video game characters. Alright, he's 32, so we'll age him up a little bit. Alright, let's start with the basics. That looks about right. Asmon has a pretty nice beard, yeah. Wait a minute.
You have fucked up now!
No. Rough beard. That's too stupid. Alright, he has a little bit of a forehead going on, but his eyebrows are on fleek though. Look at that. I don't know if I can recover this, guys. I'm tempted to just hit random 3 times and hit enter. I can't get his eyes right to save my life, dude. How do you feel about your first blind playthrough of New Vegas, Asmongold?
The sole and only goal of me using the word blind playthrough was to degrade people with disabilities.
Alright, special time. Asmon is a Twitch streamer, so max luck is a given. He live streams, so I doubt he's very strong. He's a little substandard. He drinks a lot of soda, so I doubt he has a good endurance. He's pretty smart if you listen to the vocabulary he uses when he's talking. He clearly is pretty big brain. And you have to have an above average in charisma to hold an audience's attention. That really sucks since charisma is the worst stat in the game.
With luck like yours, I'm surprised them bullets didn't just turn right around and climb back into the gun.
How would Asmongold do in a psych evaluation?
Dog.
He would feed a dog.
House.
Invest in a house, I guess. I don't know. He lives in his mother's house.
Night.
Definitely Shroud. He also does reactions.
Bandit.
Swiss cheese for the bandit. He was born and raised in Texas.
Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Loot council say otherwise. Strongly disagree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
He's a streamer. Strongly agree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
I think Asmongold is actually pretty open-minded, believe it or not.
How about this one?
Asmon would definitely see an ass.
Last one.
And that is definitely two bears high-fiving. For Asmon's tag skills, I went with barter, speech, and guns for a reason I should have made obvious thus far. And finally, for traits, Wild Wasteland because it's funny, and skilled because you can just negate its downside with a perk. I'm going to loot everything to get back to you.
Several months later.
Alright, so Asmongold is going to basically be my good guy playthrough ending with the NCR. So in the tutorial quest, I'll be siding with Ringo and Goodsprings. But before we get into that, here are the self-imposed restrictions of being Asmongold. I may not use any chems other than Stimpaks, Rad-X, and Rad-Away, or drink any alcohol at all in this playthrough.
Pretty fucking simple. I could spend $30 on weed, or I could spend $30 on a video game.
I can only eat food items that end in steak, excluding junk food, bubblegum, Fancy Lad snack cakes, and gumdrops. I would also eat Wendy's chili if it were available to me. And I am only allowed to drink Nuka-Cola and its flavors or Sunset Sarsaparilla to represent his debilitating Dr. Pepper addiction. Those are the main restrictions. I also have to absolutely dominate all my enemies and gather all the loot I can for myself and my horde. Or, I guess I should say alliance. Got him. Let's talk about Goodsprings. Goodsprings is a wonderful tutorial town in that it contains a microcosm of the game's main conflict, the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. You can gather allies, choose a side in the conflict over Goodsprings, and face it with many or very little preparations. The conflict, instead of NCR versus Legion, is Powder Gangers, or escaped NCR convicts, versus the locals of Goodsprings. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the tutorial quest. I do it with Sunny Smiles, and I make sure to drop my ammo so I can get a free extra clip.
Here, go easy on it now. Ammo can be hard to come by out here.
My brain is gigantic. I picked up the Goodsprings conflict quest, then I started gathering allies. I get Doc Mitchell, Chet, and Trudy to side with me, but not Easy Pete. I killed all the powder gangers raiding the town. And finally, before I left, I picked up the Goodsprings Cemetery snow globe for an easy 2,000 caps once I meet Mr. House. And I can turn that to thousands at the casino. I'll just summarize all that. Alright, let's get into the juicy stuff. I'm not going to cover every single thing you can do in this game because the script is already 6 pages long and I only just left Goodsprings. With this Asmongold playthrough, I'm doing every NCR or NCR supporting questline, with one exception, and killing all the Legion and Powder Gangers I can. For the sake of keeping my diminishing sanity intact, this does not count unmarked quests as long as they do not affect the ending slides or unless I just want to do them. That means I will be doing the 22 NCR quests that are appearing on the screen right now, at least. And that doesn't even include the main quests. This video was such a bad idea. Alright, so after finding some Powder Gangers, the first new town I stumble across is Prim. And here's where I meet the first NCR soldiers and presence in the Mojave. An NCR trooper comes up to me and he has this to say.
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Goodsprings.
The most interesting part about all of this to me is that the first interaction you get with the NCR represents their biggest flaws. They are spread too thin, they're bogged down by bureaucracy, and they are immediately willing to outsource their work. They are more worried about jurisdiction than protecting people.
We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them.
There are killers just hanging out in the streets, and they're holding positions like a block away. But that's also the main thing that makes NCR playthroughs enjoyable. The player can take on so many odd jobs for them as quests. Prim is being held up by escaped convicts and we can install a new sheriff into town. I advanced the main quest by freeing Deputy Beagle to get to that point though, which is pretty simple. Well, it would be pretty simple. You remember how I said I wanted to play with mods? I'm in the second town, and this game has crashed 8 times. I don't know if it's because I'm launching it through New Vegas script extender or what, but I may have to disable all 11 of my mods. 11! And the game is barely playable. When I actually get to play the game, I just have to kill a bunch of people in what is effectively an RPG dungeon with a leader boss fight at the end. He has a flamethrower on him, but in this playthrough he didn't use it for some reason. Then I free Deputy Beagle, or I could just pickpocket him if I feel like being a dick. Or... Nah, I'm just kidding. Maybe a different playthrough. Now, the correct answer for Sheriff of Prim is Prim Slim, but this is an NCR playthrough, so we'll be getting the NCR to take over. You have to jump through a few hoops to get to that point, so for now, let's just put a bookmark on that. The next town, if you can even call it that, is Nipton, where the Legion laid a trap to kill off the locals, NCR in the area, and the Powder Gangers. I won't be covering the lore here on this playthrough as Asmongold, but for now, let's meet the character with the best voice acting shift in the entire game.
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did! Smell that air! Couldn't you just drink it like booze? What lottery? The lottery, that's what lottery! Are you stupid? Only lottery that matters! Oh my god, smell that air!
Bye.
Bye. I always shoot this guy and steal the lottery ticket because I think that's funny. We meet the Legion in Nipton, but we will talk about them in a different video like I said before. So for now, just know that I executed all the people who have been crucified by the Legion.
It was more of a mercy killing.
And took a detour to do more NCR stuff. I walked my way up to the Mojave Outpost to the southwest of Nipton to get some progress made on my NCR quests. Now we have a few quests we can do here for the NCR, finally. I start by selling off all of my prohibited Asmongold goods, my chems, any food I cannot eat, stuff like that, which leaves me with exactly 1,000 caps. Then the game crashes. Again.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
I proceed to disable all of my mods except for the anti-crash mod because this is honestly getting ridiculous. Let me know if I did something wrong with these in the comments. I finally get to the Mojave Outpost and get to work. I tell this guy about the attack on Nipton for free XP. I talk to Knight and get support for the NCR annexing Prim with a simple barter check.
I see the wisdom in that. I'll radio for a unit to head up to Prim and offer some additional support.
I make the best business deals. I pick up the quest Can You Find It in Your Heart from Ranger Jackson, and tell Ranger Ghost about Nipton for even more free XP, and instant completion of the quest Keep Your Eyes on the Prize. Completing the other quest Can You Find It in Your Heart is easy, all I have to do is kill some ants. But you can just shoot down them from this ledge and it's cake. What is he doing? What is this? This is the best game ever made. I return the quest for easy XP and loot. I could talk to this lady Cass and get a companion and a new quest line, but I won't bother. This video is already going to be long. Get mad. From this point on, it returns to Act 1 New Vegas normalcy, and I venture to Novak. I wouldn't even bother mentioning Novak normally. It's a cool town with a giant dinosaur, but I'm here for one specific reason. Getting a companion. Boone will be the companion of Asmongold, my McConnell, if you will. Boone will kill all legionaries he can on sight, so he's perfect for an NCR playthrough. He has a really tragic backstory, but he's mostly here for the Twitch Primes.
Twitch Prime right now.
All you have to do to get his companionship is listen to him talk, lockpick a safe, and get this lady shot in the head by wearing Boone's beret in front of the T-Rex. It covers the bald spot perfectly.
I got a hairline and a Nintendo 64 controller.
Basically, that lady sold Boone's wife into slavery with the Legion, and Boone now has an insatiable bloodlust, and he will give us unique insight to the Bitter Springs region later. With McConnell in tow, I head off to Boulder City. McConnell and I enter Boulder City. What do you think of that, McConnell?
You want a duel?
Not particularly, no.
Alright, shut the fuck up.
The quest here is pretty simple. One of the guys who shot Asmon in the head at the beginning of the game is here with the NCR soldiers as hostages. That guy who shot me is with a faction called the Great Khans, so we will be dealing with them later. All you have to do is pass a speech check, which levels me up, they get out, then go talk to the guy outside and have him honor the deal and get another level up, apparently. And just like that, I am accepted with both the NCR and Great Khans, and one more quest is done. From this point on, the formula is more or less the same. Go to a place with NCR quests, do them, and slowly progress through the main story. What do you think of this video concept, McConnell?
This is one of your biggest mistakes ever.
I agree. The next stop is Aerotech Office Park. There are just 3 quests we can pick up here, and one is unmarked for the NCR. One of these has me being an absolute narc and snitching on someone for hustling gamblers and slinging chems, which I did first, but I couldn't complete until I did the Coyotes quest. The Coyote's quest has us travel to West Side and find out about some missing refugees. Coyote is slang for slaver, so from the quest alone you can kinda guess what happens. I went to West Side and I confronted this guy that the NCR soldier accused.
I don't know a thing about no missing refugees from that Aerotech camp. Go cry to somebody else.
And found evidence in their rooms. I confronted them about it just so I could justify shooting them. I turned in that quest and immediately went to turn in the next, where I tell the soldier about the hustler guy I mentioned before. I agreed to go with him to confront that dude, but he does the delightful video game meme of walking incredibly slowly the whole way there.
Oh my god, bro.
The chem pusher dude brings up the fact that the soldier's wife left him, so the soldier's fifis get hurt and he just straight up kills him.
Justice.
The final quest here doesn't pertain to the NCR, but it does spite the Legion, so I'm gonna do it. Later on, I can go to Cottonwood Cove to free the family of the cowardly and abusive Frank Weathers from Legion slavery, but I'll worry about that quest later when we take the fight to the Legion. At this point, I want to stop by Camp McCarran. It's like the NCR's main base in the area, McCarran Airport, to pick up the long list of quests there and also to gain access to the Strip. I went ahead and picked up the first of the 3-card bounty quest line where I have to kill 3 members of the Fiends, a local gang in the Vegas outskirts, kind of bothering the NCR. And I get to help this woman overcome her trauma for being, how do I say this, taken advantage of by one of the 3 people I have to kill.
Did you seriously just call a woman being taken advantage of? I will have you know that I graduated top of my class in gender studies at Yale, and that statement along with this joke is deeply offensive. I assume that you are a cis white male Republican voter shitlord beating a dead horse of social justice warrior mockery Karl Marx wrote in the communist.
It's actually a pretty sweet questline. Ever since she was made a victim, she's been quite aggressively flirtatious with every woman she encounters.
Nope. Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says...
And I can help convince her to get help at the New Vegas Medical Clinic with a speech check. I want to do some gambling, so I teleport back to Prim and let the NCR know they can go ahead and annex the town. And while I'm there, I steal a new set of NCR armor. This is important because it gives access to the monorail, my personal favorite way to get access to the Strip. And from there I meet with Victor, the cowboy robot, and he tells me to go straight to Lucky 38. But instead, I begin my Luck of 10 abuse at the Gamora Casino. Lots of people say that luck is more important in Fallout 4 than New Vegas because of being able to store crits for later and Grim Reaper Sprint. There's a whole strategy around it. But I humbly disagree. Luck of 10 absolutely trivializes the economy in this game. And if one completes the Dead Money DLC and gambles in the Sierra Madre Casino, exchanges all of their chips for pre-war money, you can have hundreds of thousands of caps, especially... Hey, so this bit of the video was really bad and stupid, and I don't like it anymore, and also the audio got messed up, so I'm just gonna skip to the funny stuff. I've been working on this video for months, and I just want it to be out at this point. I started production on this in October. And then the Ultralux pissed me off. I lost my initial 500 cap investment, so I bought in 2,000 more caps. This enraged me, so I punished them severely. The problem is this casino does not have slot machines, or if it does, I can't find them. So now I'm pissed off, and my strategy doesn't work the same here. So I repeatedly get 14,800 winnings, and then bet 200 on 7 at roulette.
Boom, 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 boom.
Whoa.
That's called the Fortress, motherfucker.
The Fortress?
Yeah, it's the Fortress of Solitude.
What if it doesn't work at all?
No, it does work.
Over and over again.
Fuck you. Shit, place bet.
And again.
Yeah.
You're not doing very well with this.
No. You don't understand.
I did this process twice without recording already.
So you're gonna see, it's gonna fill up the whole fucking screen.
Okay.
It's gonna be a goddamn Trump Tower of fucking white chips.
Okay.
I go back to blackjack for more wheel spins.
Fuck you, 31, you fucking piece of garbage, shit-ass penis liquor!
And do it again.
Yeah, well, I haven't lost it because I haven't stopped playing yet.
Oh yeah, that's a really healthy way to look at it.
After the win.
And again.
Here we go.
With the power of pure, unhinged stubbornness, I went back and forth from blackjack to roulette, only betting on 7. And then it hit.
Watch this, watch it, watch.
Ah! Yeah! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I walked out of there with 21,500. Bruh. I walked out of there with 21,500. 4,000 over the winnings cap if you subtract my initial investment.
Gambling is just fundamentally degenerate. That's why it's funny to watch.
That brings the grand total of winnings, if my math is right, to 55,395 caps. The cap is supposed to be 41,500, so by doing the slot machine or roulette strategy rather than just blackjack, Asmongold made an additional 13,895 caps.
I'm very good at gambling.
And just like that, at only level 8, I am banned from every vanilla game casino, and I have 57,429 total caps. I feel like we should give some of this money to McConnell.
I don't pay McConnell, okay?
Alright then. Vid is over. Hey, the video is over, but if you want to keep watching, you can. Thank you for watching this video. The actual commentary is over now, so you feel free to click off if you don't want any context surrounding this video and my absence on YouTube. I am recording this around 11 PM on the night of April 22nd, 2023. The video you just saw has been on several hiatuses of production, with production starting roughly in September of 2022. The editing began in October. I bit off way more than I could chew. The original script for one very long video concept is a total of 16,000 words, which is the length of a short novella. So, the original video concept was to cover every faction of New Vegas in one several-hour masterpiece, but my video format just doesn't work like that, and so I kept shrinking the video idea down, and the audio recorded for it was over 2 hours long, including bad takes. Because I felt like I would never finish it, I just kind of kept putting it off, and not doing anything. Because I also wanted to do a channel relaunch of remastering my small backlog, because it has like some editing flaws and there's some copyright issues. I'm pretty freaking proud of the video, and I just want to get it out there so I can move on and stop thinking about it. Now, here's the thing. If you want to see more of this series, I need to see some relatively substantial results for the amount of work put into it. So I will make a part 2 at some point under one of these several conditions. If Asmongold reacts to it, I'll make a part 2 at some point. Eventually. If this video gets 10,000 views or more, and at least 500 likes, I will eventually do a part 2. Eventually, if I ever get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll make a part 2 when I can. So make sure to do the YouTuber things everyone always tells you to do if you want more. I'm not trying to sound like apathetic or numbers hungry, it's just, it's a ton of work, and I need some kind of benchmark to continue doing the series. If you're watching this video, I did a relaunch of my channel with remasters of my old videos. The Weeb review Rosary Vampire is pretty good in my opinion, but I'm biased because I made it. Thank you sincerely for watching this video, and thank you especially to my few key fans who inspire me and remind me to quit screwing around and get this video out finally. One of them actually sent me a comment like a day or two ago, and that's one of the things I was like, dude, I gotta just finish the video. The Weeb review Rosary Vampire Season 1 finale is coming soon-ish. It's coming DerickAfterDark soon, which means it will happen. It's just a matter of when. We're all gonna die someday, so take care of yourself and do things that make you proud.